Hello everybody, welcome back to Madden 2005. We are here in week number 2. We haven't simmed any weeks. We are here in the very next week following our huge overtime win over the Steelers in Pittsburgh. We've traveled all the way back across the country, back to Oakland, to welcome the Buffalo Bills in our home opener, first game of the new regime at the Coliseum, home of both the Raiders and the Athletics at this time, for the foreseeable future. Of course, because it's an old game, so the moves have not happened. Speaking of the move, I plan to run this series as long as the Raiders remain in Oakland, and then depending on where we're at when they supposedly move to Vegas, that would determine if I move or not. So it could end before if things just really don't go well, if I can't get my handle around the game or anything like that, but that is my plan, is to run it at least until the Raiders are supposed to leave for Vegas, and then we'll see. If we're like on the cusp of winning like a Super Bowl or something, then we'll run into that and say that they just stayed in Oakland. Or if everything is just bad by the time we get up to that point, then we'll just end it. So and then we'll say they moved to Vegas, just like in real life. But either way, today's game against Buffalo, it's kind of all of our conference games are pretty important, but I feel like this one is. In real life, this Bills team would go 9-7, but they would still miss the playoffs. So, as we all know, or maybe if you don't know, the Bills at this time are going through a bit of a rough patch historically. So they did not enter the new millennium on the best of terms and have been struggling since joining. But they do have Drew Bledsoe at quarterback, which is a pretty solid option. They have some solid pieces too, as I was looking through the roster for this video. So this team is definitely not bad by any stretch, and they match up pretty well with our team. So hopefully we can get something rolling here. And on the opening kickoff here, we got some open space here, getting across midfield, and we got some good field position here as we get across the diamond that's still on the field here to start off this game here. So from the Bills, about 43 or 44. We get our first shot here, but are unable to do anything with it as Gannon cannot connect on that throw. So we're probably going to have to punt here as this is just a little bit out of Seabass's range. So fast forward, though, we have another opportunity here around midfield. Gannon pump fakes, then fires this one down the sideline, and he finds, I believe it's Chris Cole who he found. Yeah, it's Chris Cole who he finds on the sideline here, able to snag that one in. So fast forward to a 3rd and 2 here. We're going to fake the handoff here, and Gannon finds an open man, and we can see who that man is. I think it's Tim Brown. No, it's Jerry Porter. He finds Jerry Porter, who hauls that one in inside the 10, and our drive is going to continue. We're going to get another good look at it as Jerry Porter runs a quick little route here, and Gannon hits him right at the top of that route. Perfect timing right there. That's why you get a guy like that. So on 1st and goal here, we're going to hand off to Tyrone Wheatley, and Tyrone Wheatley gets some open space here and gets into the end zone. So we didn't see a whole lot of Tyrone Wheatley last game, but he was definitely there. He was effective. He had a very nice touchdown run in the previous game, so, and it looks like he's going to try and do that for us again. Maybe that's his ability. 10-yard touchdown runs. I'll take it. So 7-0 is the score here, but Buffalo finally moving close to midfield, and Travis Henry gets caught up in the backfield, spins out of it, and then picks up about another 10 yards. After being dead to rights in the backfield, he finds some open space and creates something there. So 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Bledsoe drops back here, looks around, and fires, and he finds an open man who throws off Phillip Buchanan, and he's off to the end zone. And that was Bobby Shaw for the Bills, who was able to just kind of throw off Phillip Buchanan. Bledsoe just kind of a lazy throw across here, and yeah, there goes Shaw. Boom, just slides off of him. We saw a really lazy tackle attempt from Buchanan last game too. That was just kind of like, dude, what are you doing? That also led to a touchdown, so maybe that's a problem there. So tied at 7 apiece here, and Gannon finally giving up some gifts to the defense like he did last game, and this time he finds a big Buffalo linebacker who snags that one out of the air. So Buffalo with another good opportunity on offense, but it's 3rd down. Pressure gets to Bledsoe, but he gets rid of the ball in time and is able to find Eric Moulds, famous Bills receiver, and it's another 1st down for Buffalo. So we almost got there, but couldn't quite get it. So again, we got guys in the backfield, but Travis Henry somehow still on his feet and still running into open space, man. We had guys in the backfield off of that snap, and still blitz went to the wrong side, I guess. I don't know, man. So 3rd and goal here. Our defense trying to keep Buffalo out of the end zone, and they're going to do it. As I consult my roster sheet here, it's Tyler Brayton who was able to keep Travis Henry out of the end zone. And look at that dude, just barely. Gosh, man. And Tyler Brayton's listed as a linebacker, but that dude is built like a defensive end. I mean, look at this game and tell me that he doesn't look like a defensive end. I mean, that's got to be a Madden thing. But Reed comes out and knocks home the go-ahead field goal here for Buffalo to take a 10-7 lead following Gannon's pretty bad interception. So the first quarter will come to a close with us trailing by 3 here at home. But we still got plenty of game left, so do not lose the hope, folks, as we are already across midfield here on a 2nd and 3. Gannon looking over his options here, fires that one across the middle, and I believe it's Teo Johnson, the tight end, who he managed to find here, who was also very busy last game as well. But on a 3rd and 5 here, Gannon fires one across the middle again, and it's Johnson again across the middle to get inside. I believe it was the 20. I think it was the 20 that we saw we're finally inside of. So Gannon finally firing on all cylinders here, and we're going to try and hand this one off to, I believe, was that Justin Fargas? Yeah, I think it was Justin Fargas who he handed it off to, trying to get up the middle here and get us a first down, and he does, but it's another 3rd and goal situation here. Gannon, Wheatley was wide open, dude. Oh my gosh, did you guys see Tyron Wheatley wide open on a wheel? Oh my gosh, dude, in the flat, he was wide open. But Gannon could not find an open receiver in the end zone, so we're going to have to bring out Seabass to try and match Buffalo's field goal and get us all tied up at 10 apiece. And he does just that. So we're all tied up here in Oakland. But Buffalo now, after the ensuing kickoff here, so on 1st and 10, Bledsoe wants a home run shot downfield, and he finds it, and I think it's Bobby Shaw again, and we're going to get an angle of Warren Sapp's getting absolutely pancaked, just getting absolutely flattened. So if you're wondering what Warren Sapp's doing, that's what he's doing. He's resting on his back. So great field position now, and Bledsoe moving the ball again as he finds Shaw again. And again, it's on Phil Buchanan's side, man. He just cannot hold down. That's not even Buffalo's best receiver. He's like the 2nd or 3rd receiver on the depth chart, and Phil Buchanan is just absolutely fighting for his life over there. So on the next play, they're going to try and hand it off to Henry here to pick up the first down, or maybe a couple plays later, going to try and pick up the first down, and they do. So 1st and 10 at about the 15. And once again, pressure in the backfield, but it doesn't matter. But this time it's Willis McGahee who was actually backing up Travis Henry. There's about a 10 overall difference between the backs in this game, in case you're curious. That's why Willis McGahee is not on the field right now. So Bledsoe going to fire this one off in the flat, I think to the fullback, and that pass was just completely errant, a whole errant play, and we fall on top of it. So that huge Buffalo drive ends up in nothing as they give us a turnover, and we got this one heading the other way here. And Gannon fires across the middle here and finds an open man, and it is a huge first down. It gets close to midfield. I couldn't quite tell exactly who it was. I think it was Teo Johnson, again, the tight end. But we're going to run the hurry up here as we're under 2 minutes now in the first half. Going to try and get some points here on this turnover if at all possible. And Gannon across the middle again finds an open man for another first down, and that time it was Jerry Porter who was able to catch that one. So again, we're going to run with the hurry up. Buffalo might need a timeout just to catch their breaths here. It's on 1st and 10. Gannon floats that one over a DB's hand, and Tim Brown is able to come down with it. It's the first time we're calling his name today. And again, we're going to run with a hurry up, and Buffalo still just rolling with us. I think they think that they got the defense out there, but this time blitz does get to Gannon as he's just barely able to get rid of the football. He's going to pick himself off of the grass, and that's going to stop the time here with 1:24 left to go. So on 2nd and goal, we're going to hand this one off to Tyron Wheatley, and again, Buffalo got a bunch of guys in the backfield almost immediately off of the snap, and there was nowhere for that play to go. So we're going to run the hurry up again, though, on 3rd and goal here. Gannon fires this one to the corner of the end zone, and it is caught by Tim Brown, but he is well out of the back of the end zone, so that one's not going to be good. And they're going to give us an action shot of what this linebacker did, even though he did absolutely nothing. Like completely, absolutely nothing. I don't know what he did. So, but either way, you got to look at it. So, Seabass comes out and kicks a go-ahead field goal here to make it 13-10 here with a minute and some change left in the first half. Buffalo still got some time here to answer back here. With 55 seconds, they're already at midfield. Bledsoe going to drop back here, roll out. He's going to try and throw this one off in the flat again, but this time it works as Travis Henry off to the races, relying on that speed that he has. Dude's got to have like 96 speed, dude. I'm serious. As he gets Buffalo well into Oakland territory. And on the next play, Bledsoe dumps this one off quickly for another completion. And I couldn't exactly tell who that was for Buffalo. It wasn't Bobby Shaw. It might have been Eric Moulds. I can't tell. But time is taken away here as the Buffalo's going to try and run the hurry up. We had someone getting back late. It looks like he might have been called for the flag, and he was. And it's Perella, our right end, who got called for the offside. He couldn't exactly get back on time. So add 5 yards, and now it's a 3rd and 5 for Buffalo here. Bledsoe stands in the pocket here, looking over his options, fires this one across the middle, and it is caught just a couple yards shy of the end zone. In that time, I thought I had them written down here. Oh, I think I do. I got to flip over to my Buffalo page. But either way, Buffalo's going to try and run the hurry up here to maybe get into the end zone, and Bledsoe is going to get sacked, and now they're going to try and get back to the line here, and they're just going to call the timeout. They're going to send out Reed, their kicker, to just try and take the points here. With 9 seconds left, they don't want to take another shot to the end zone, and that kick is good. So tied at 13 apiece here at the end of the half, and that was Lee Evans, the rookie Lee Evans, who caught that pass for Buffalo. But either way, first half comes to a close, tied at 13. It's been a loaded first half, man. And the second half is going to be even crazier. I had to cut out all the drives and just stick to the scoring because a lot's going to happen here. So Rich Gannon fires one deep downfield, a huge shot, and it's caught by Zach Crockett, the fullback. The fullback is catching bombs like this. How? How on earth does that happen? How does he even get that open on top of that? Zach Crockett is running straight up the middle here. That was a play designed for him, and Gannon was able to hit him. So first and goal now for the Raiders offense, and Gannon dropping back here. Fires one off to the pylon, and it is caught for the touchdown. There you have it, man. 2 quick plays in succession, and that right there. I think it's Curry who caught that one too. So 20-13 is the score here in Buffalo now, trying to answer back on offense. Bledsoe, deep shot downfield, and it is caught by who else, man? By who else? It's on that same side, and it's Bobby Shaw once again, making us pay for it. Phil Buchanan, man, pick your pride up. 3rd and 2 now. Pressure is all in the backfield. This time it finally does get to the running back. It was Willis McGahee who couldn't get away from our big boys in the backfield. So Buffalo's going to have to settle and take 3 points after a huge play to get them in our territory. And that kick is good as Reed has been automatic today. So the score is now 16-20. It's now a 4-point game at the end of the 3rd quarter. So we're going to trudge right along into the 4th quarter here. 2nd and goal. We have another scoring chance on offense, and Gannon's going to hand this one. Or actually, Gannon's going to run it himself. So the old man continuing to run here. He ran a lot in week 1. We haven't seen a lot of him moving in this game, but he does get a QB sneak touchdown in this game. So just keep adding on to those rushing stats, baby. So a 3rd and short situation for Buffalo here. We can maybe force him to give the ball back, but even better, Charles Woodson breaks that pass up in the back of the end zone as that ball cannot get to Eric Mould. So he's been pretty sound today. Charles Woodson doing his job. But on 4th and inches, Buffalo's going to keep the offense on the field, and they're going to hand this one off, and they're going to pick it up. So Buffalo is going to continue their drive here in a quest to take the lead here, and they're going to hand this one off to Henry again, and Henry just weaving through traffic and finding open space, man. I cannot believe just how shifty this dude is and how quick he is. This guy, oh my gosh, just look at that, bro. Oh man, the blocks. Look at the blocks. Oh, we don't got blocking like that, man. This Buffalo team is physical. So 22-27, Buffalo going to go for the 2-point conversion, and again, pressure is in the backfield off the snap, but Travis Henry's just too fast, man. Just too quick. Too quick on his feet, and Buffalo gets a 2-point conversion, make this a 3-point game. So they have the ball once again as we get stagnant on offense, and I don't know. I have no idea. I'm going to guess that Charles Woodson bit on the play fake like very hard. That's the only explanation I have. But Eric Moulds was completely wide open. I mean, that's just like, how do you even, that's like leaving like Megatron open. Like that's like giving me A.J. Brown. Why? I don't understand how that happens. So Buffalo takes a 31-27 lead here. But we are not done as Gannon is able to hit, I believe, Tim Brown. I think it was Tim Brown on that side. Or no, it's Tyrone Wheatley. Tyrone Wheatley catching a touchdown pass. He's able to hit Tyrone Wheatley on a little wheel route. And so we retake the lead here 34-31. But Buffalo answering back here. They get a huge first down that they need. I believe it's Bobby Shaw again who catches that one. And that's going to get him across midfield here close to the Oakland 40-yard line. And they're going to run the hurry up here with 1:46 left to go. Bledsoe drops back here and fires it across the middle once again. And it is caught once again. Another first down here, or close to a first down here. So 2nd and 4, they're going to re-rack it here, just run the hurry up, try and continue here. Pressure is picked up on the edge. Bledsoe still under some pressure, but he gets rid of it quickly here to Mark Campbell, the tight end, who catches that one for a first down. So now Buffalo's going to continue to move here. Time is chipping away, still just under a minute and a half, getting close to about the 25-yard line. And Bledsoe floats this one out again. And it is caught, I believe, by Lee Evans this time, who was able to haul that one in. So another first down for Buffalo, man. They're just moving the ball effortlessly, and our defense cannot keep up for a second here. And Bledsoe fires this one into the end zone, and finally Phil Buchanan makes a nice play. Could have picked that one off, but hey, whatever. We'll take a pass breakup from Phil Buchanan at this point, man. We'll take everything we can get. So on the next play, they're going to hand this one off and just get about a handful there. So 3rd down, they're going to run the hurry up here as time is getting close to a minute, and Buffalo's got to be careful careful with the time here because they could score, but if they score too early, you know, there's going to be too much time on the clock for us to answer back, and they still got to leave themselves enough time here and enough plays to even kick the field goal. So Bobby Evans once again gets it closer, but gets out of the end zone, and again, I don't know how. I have no idea how that was not a touchdown, but two guys run into each other, a collision course, and somehow that ball stays out of the end zone. I'm not sure who caught it, but second and goal here for Buffalo. They're going to run the hurry up here. 40 seconds left to go. Bledsoe fires to the corner of the end zone, and Phillip Buchanan showing up big when it matters most, breaking up that pass in the corner of the end zone, forcing a third and goal. 37 seconds. Bledsoe again fires it off in the flat to Travis Henry. We have that one well covered. We have it perfectly covered. Beautifully covered. You cannot get in on that side of the field, man. I don't know what it is about that side, but 3 straight plays, you can't get in. And so Reed's going to come out and try and kick the game-tying field goal. They try and do the cinematic thing, but it's a chip shot. It doesn't matter. So tied at 34 apiece is how we're going to enter, or how we're going to end this game. So for 2 straight weeks, we end a game tied 34. This time we led, but now we're in overtime. In a 3rd and 3, we need to stop Buffalo here, or else they could potentially kick the field goal, and they pick up the first down. Oh no, it's Josh Reed who manages to catch that ball and get the first down for Buffalo. So they're completely in the driver's seat now here. They just need probably another 10 or 15 yards, and they get it as a huge pass now to Eric Moulds over Charles Woodson, as how this game is basically just going to end, as Eric Moulds mosses Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson to step behind. We haven't seen that all game. But here's Reed now kicking the game-winning field goal if it is good, and it is. So Buffalo now in overtime. Last week we were the overtime heroes in Pittsburgh, and this week Buffalo is now going to be the overtime heroes here in Oakland. Man, catch your breaths, man, after another marathon of a game here. Over 70 points of offense in this game, and we are on the losing end of it, man. So once again, scoring 34 points and losing, normally that should win you a football game, but I can't blame Rich Gannon here, man. He did have the interception, but still 433 yards of total offense. You can't be super mad about it. But Buffalo absolutely firing here. Obviously, the rushing is the huge discrepancy. Tyrone Wheatley wasn't really that effective on the ground as much as Travis Henry was. That was just such an added weapon that Buffalo had that we just could not keep up with, man. Travis Henry was able to just run as much as possible. Buffalo was really good on 3rd down, too. We weren't much worse than they were, but they had a lot more opportunities and capitalized, and same with the 4th and the 2-point conversion. Stop either one of those 2 plays, and it's a completely different ball game. So that's kind of where I'm at. But Rich Gannon here. So Kerry Collins did get in, and he did throw a pass here at some point. I didn't notice that. When did he do that? I completely missed that. Either way. Did I miss it? I think I did. I don't know. I might be completely absent-minded missing this. But either way, Jerry Porter is our leading receiver here. I feel like we didn't get to see a whole lot of him, but he was really kind of putting in that work today, so to speak. But Tyrone Wheatley, so I think what I must have forgot was that I think Rich Gannon got injured in this game for a play, and Kerry Collins had to come in, and he threw that pass to Tyrone Wheatley, so... If you notice that in real time while you're watching the video, that's on me. So, my bad. I just completely forgot that when I was editing. So, either way, we come back to the Hub World, and we pick up a big win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We win the Super Bowl rematch, and we get blown out by the Texans in Houston. Absolutely blown out. So, I don't think the Texans are that good by this time, but apparently, according to Madden 05, they're more than good enough to beat us. So, our next game is going to be in Indianapolis in the RCA Dome playing the Colts. So, hope to see you guys in another huge AFC clash here with the Colts.